Hello there, and welcome to Whisper Bliss ASMR. In this video, we'll take you on a peaceful journey to a cozy cottage where you'll experience the warmth and comfort of a crackling fireplace. This story is designed to help you relax, unwind, and drift off to a restful sleep. So find a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and let's begin. You step into the cozy cottage, feeling an immediate sense of warmth and comfort. The air inside is pleasantly warm, filled with the faint, earthy scent of burning wood. The walls are made of sturdy logs, giving the room a rustic charm. The soft glow of the fireplace casts flickering shadows across the room, creating a soothing, intimate atmosphere. The floor is covered with a thick, plush sheepskin rug that feels soft and inviting underfoot. You walk slowly across the room, taking in the peaceful ambience. The crackling of the fire is a constant, comforting sound, blending with the gentle creaks and groans of the wooden structure as it settles. In one corner of the room, there's a comfortable armchair upholstered in a rich forest green fabric. A soft, knitted blanket in a warm, earthy brown hue is draped over the back. You imagine yourself sinking into the chair, feeling the warmth of the fire envelop you as you wrap the blanket around your shoulders. But first, there are a few things to do to make the evening even cozier. You move to the fireplace, where a kettle sits on a hook above the flames. The fire is an old-fashioned hearth, adding to the cottage's rustic charm. You fill the kettle with fresh water from a ceramic pitcher and hang it back over the fire, listening to the quiet hiss as the water begins to heat up. While the kettle heats, you gather a few logs from the woodpile beside the fireplace. The logs are dry and neatly stacked, ready to fuel the fire. You add a couple of logs to the fire, and the flames eagerly lick at the new wood, crackling and popping as they grow stronger. The firelight dances across the room, casting a warm, golden glow. You hear the kettle beginning to whistle softly, signaling that the water is ready. You carefully lift it from the hook and pour the steaming water into a deep blue ceramic teapot filled with loose-leaf lavender tea. The fragrant aroma of the lavender tea fills the air, mingling with the scent of the burning wood. You let the tea steep, savoring the moment as the warmth of the fire seeps into your bones. While the tea brews, you decide to tidy up the small sitting area around the fireplace. There's a wooden coffee table in front of the armchair, scattered with a few books and a knitting project. You gently pick up the books, feeling the smooth, worn covers under your fingers. You stack them neatly on a nearby shelf, creating a bit more space on the table. The knitting project is a soft woolen scarf in progress, a deep, rich shade of burgundy, with a pair of knitting needles resting beside it. You pick up the needles and the scarf, feeling the soft texture of the wool. You decide to knit a few rows, enjoying the rhythmic motion and the quiet click of the needles. The act of knitting is soothing, almost meditative, as you sit by the fire, feeling its warmth. After a while, you set the knitting aside and check on the tea. It's ready, so you pour some for yourself into a delicate white china cup with a blue floral pattern, watching the steam rise. You take a careful sip, feeling the warmth spread through your body. The lavender tea is fragrant and comforting, the perfect complement to the cozy atmosphere. You carry your tea to the armchair and settle in, feeling the soft cushions envelop you. You drape the knitted blanket over your lap and take another sip of tea, savoring the moment. The fire crackles and pops, and you feel yourself relaxing more deeply with each passing moment. As you sit by the fire, you decide to read a book from the shelf. You choose a classic novel, its pages slightly yellowed with age. The familiar scent of old paper and ink fills your nostrils as you open the book and begin to read. The story draws you in, and you lose yourself in the world of the characters. The book is about a young adventurer exploring uncharted lands, facing challenges and discovering hidden treasures. In the part you're reading, the protagonist is navigating a dense forest, much like the one outside your cottage, encountering mysterious creatures and ancient ruins. Time passes slowly in the warm glow of the fire. You read a few chapters, then set the book aside, feeling a pleasant drowsiness begin to creep over you. You close your eyes for a moment, listening to the soothing sounds of the fire and the soft creaks of the cottage. After a while, you rise from the chair and decide to prepare a simple supper. The kitchen area is well stocked with fresh ingredients, and you find everything you need to make a hearty vegetable and chicken soup. You chop the vegetables carefully: bright orange carrots, earthy brown potatoes, crisp green celery, and pungent white onions. You decide to add some tender chunks of chicken to the mix. The rhythmic sound of the knife against the cutting board adds to the peaceful ambience. You place the chopped vegetables and chicken into a pot and set it on a hook above the fire, stirring occasionally as the soup simmers. You season the soup with a pinch of salt, a dash of pepper, and a few sprigs of fresh thyme. The aroma of the cooking vegetables and chicken fills the cottage, mingling with the scent of the fire and the tea. You feel a deep sense of contentment, knowing that you have everything you need for a perfect, cozy evening. While the soup cooks, you take a moment to tidy up the kitchen area. You wash the dishes, feeling the warm water on your hands and the smooth, soapy surface of the plates. The plates are a soft cream color with a simple blue rim, adding a touch of rustic elegance to the kitchen. The act of cleaning is soothing, a simple, repetitive task that allows your mind to drift and relax. Once the soup is ready, you ladle it into a deep green ceramic bowl. The soup is thick and creamy, with chunks of tender chicken and a medley of vegetables floating in the rich broth. You carry the bowl to the armchair and sit down, savoring the rich, comforting flavors in front of the fire. The warmth of the soup and the fire combine to create a perfect cocoon of coziness, wrapping you in a sense of peace and well-being. After supper, you tidy up the kitchen once more, washing the dishes, and wiping down the counters. You feel a sense of satisfaction from completing these simple tasks, knowing that everything is in its place. The fire continues to crackle and pop, its warmth and light filling the cottage with a soothing glow. You decide to spend the rest of the evening relaxing by the fire. You return to the armchair, wrapping the knitted blanket around you once more. You sip the last of your tea, feeling its warmth spread through your body. The firelight dances on the walls, casting flickering shadows that move in time with the flames. You pick up the knitting project again, deciding to knit a few more rows before bed. The rhythmic motion of the needles is calming, and you find yourself sinking deeper into relaxation with each stitch. The soft wool feels comforting in your hands, and you imagine the finished scarf, warm and cozy, wrapped around your neck on a cold winter's day. As the evening wears on, you feel your eyelids growing heavy. You set the knitting aside and stretch out in the armchair, feeling the warmth of the fire and the softness of the blanket envelop you. The crackling of the fire and the gentle creaks of the cottage are like a lullaby, soothing you into a state of deep relaxation. You rise from the chair and walk over to the window, looking out at the snow falling gently outside. The world is blanketed in a thick layer of white, the snowflakes drifting silently through the air. The moonlight reflects off the snow, casting a soft, ethereal glow over the landscape. You feel a sense of peace and wonder as you watch the snow, its quiet beauty adding to the cozy ambience of the evening. After a while, you turn away from the window and return to the fireplace. You lie down on the plush sheepskin rug in front of the fire, feeling its warmth radiate through your body. The ground beneath you is soft and inviting, cradling you in a gentle embrace. The air is filled with the comforting scent of burning wood and the faint, earthy aroma of the cottage. You let your mind wander, picturing the scenes from the book you were reading earlier. The characters come to life in your imagination, their stories unfolding in vivid detail. You feel a deep connection to the world of the book, as if you are part of the story. The sounds of the cottage blend together into a soothing symphony. The crackling of the fire, the gentle creaks of the wooden beams, the distant hoot of an owl outside, all these sounds create a perfect backdrop for relaxation. You feel your breathing slow and deepen, each inhale filling you with a sense of calm, and each exhale releasing any lingering tension. In your mind, you picture the cozy kitchen, the warm glow of the fire, and the fragrant aroma of the soup. You imagine the comforting taste of the meal, the rich flavors filling you with warmth and satisfaction. You see the soft light of the fire casting a golden glow on the wooden walls, creating a serene and inviting atmosphere. As these images fill your mind, you feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. The warmth of the fire, the soothing sounds of the cottage, and the fresh night air create a perfect cocoon of peace and tranquility. You feel your body grow heavier, your breathing slow and steady, and your mind drift further into a state of calm. You imagine the guardian of the cottage, a gentle presence that watches over this magical place. You feel a sense of gratitude and reverence for this guardian, for the peace and beauty of the cottage, for the serene evening you have spent by the fire. You know that this cozy cottage, with its crackling fireplace and soothing ambience, will always be a place you can return to in your mind whenever you need peace and relaxation. With this thought, you feel a deep sense of contentment and well-being. You let go of any remaining thoughts and worries, surrendering to the peaceful embrace of the evening. The warmth of the fire, the gentle sounds of the cottage, and the fresh night air fill your senses, guiding you into a state of deep, restful sleep. And so you drift off, your mind filled with the serene beauty of the cozy cottage, your body relaxed and at peace. Thank you for joining us on this peaceful journey to the cozy cottage. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe to Whisper Bliss ASMR for more relaxing content. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you in the next video.